Good morning. So, something I want to reframe for myself is how I read my emails. As supervisors, managers, whatever, they speak in a very firm tone that gives me PTSD from my ex-boyfriend. But I do recognize that is not something personal, and I would recite the Serenity Prayer, but I don't even know the Serenity Prayer by heart. But from what I know is for God to grant me the courage to change and to accept what I cannot change, and to have the knowledge to spot the difference. And so the difference here is that I understand that this is just work. This is nothing as a personal attack. It's a communication type of style, and that I cannot change the way that they talk to me. However, I can change the way that I frame things in my head, such that I won't feel as if it's a personal attack, and it's like constructive criticism as to what I need to do moving forward. Now, in that email, it was to be careful and read closely to instructions and not make the same mistakes. So next time I'll just double check, read the instructions, take my time, knowing that there's no rush to like jump on board and start working. I think it would be helpful to have more condensed, like less intense emails, but I can also plug it into ChatGPT to have it break down to me like how am I supposed to submit my times and asks there, because they have so many employers. It is so hard to keep track. But the fact that he was responding, he's giving me feedback, he's talking to me directly, just shows that like I exist and I matter. Whereas like in the university, no one knew my name. Like the professors barely knew my name. They recognized my face, but they didn't bother knowing it. And as an employer, I feel respected, heard, seen, and like I'm given feedback based off of what I've already learned in the just few days that I've had it already. And that is just communicating via email. So therefore, I'm hoping that with more knowledge and more experience, I will further improve my communication skills and ways of navigating emails, because that is one flaw of mine that I do recognize is really hard, is that I don't read my emails thoroughly, and I don't want to, and like that's something that I need to have the courage, or I want the courage to like try to implement into my own life. So granted that, I will slowly and gracefully take the time, so when I'm reading my emails I can either break down to smaller tasks using tools like Chat AI, double check prior sending emails, and then asking up here. So these are things that instead, this is the courage to change and to spot the difference. I'm gonna put this on my wall because your girl be forgetting and the cycle be repeating. Another one is accepting what I cannot change. And that would entail like how my manager speaks to me, how they feel about me, and any mean callers who might be having a bad day. Cool. So those are things that I cannot change, and I've accept, okay? And then to spot the difference is, oh god, my glasses. Okay, spotting the difference is that when to know this is a personal attack or if this is a professional setting. So when do I know when it's something I need to change? So when it's something I can do to fix and react / respond. Like carefully thinking. And professionally is like also seeking out counseling, understanding the context, and recalling email tones. Misinterpret. God. Okay, and then one last thing is to be compassionate. And that's something that like I recognize that like, oh my god, you're going through such a terrible time. That sucks. Like getting yelled at, being like told you're not doing something correctly, or like, hey, you might get into bigger trouble if you don't fix this thing now. And it's like, wow, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best, I'm new. And that is something that I can bring back to myself, knowing that like you are new into this working space, this is your first job. Like, give yourself grace, don't beat yourself up over it. He's telling you because he loves you, and he's trying, not loves you, but like cares about your professional development. And there are skills that you can carry over to strengthen and learn and prepare yourself towards, and know that like these are the stepping stones to a great future of networking, meeting people, collaborating, and everything is a well intricated, thoughtful like plan for you. And something you can do for yourself, like scaffolding, is like, okay, next time don't get to work so early, like just relax. Pay period is bi-weekly. And you can also write letters to yourself, and these are something that I've done for myself and I found helpful, because sometimes it can be frustrating and annoying, and like that's no fun. No one wants to go through something like that. And I'm a very thorough letter writer.